From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. Montreal's chief of police was close at hand this morning at a city convention centre where NATO delegates are meeting. That was the scene of a violent anti-NATO protest on Friday. Police say roughly 20 to 40 people of the estimated 800 who attended the protest were behind the trouble, with 3 people arrested so far and more arrests expected. Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon have fired hundreds of rockets on Israel in one of the military group's heaviest barrages in months. Reporter Lama Hassan says the attacks come in response to renewed Israeli airstrikes on Beirut.
Hezbollah retaliated with a large barrage of rockets, according to the IDF. They say that Hezbollah launched about 250 projectiles into Israel from Lebanon. Some were intercepted, but others landed in northern and central Israel. We understand that at least 6 Israelis were injured in this latest round of rocket attacks.
Meantime, the European Union's top diplomat is again calling for both sides to reach a ceasefire deal. It'll be a short 2-week sitting when Saskatchewan's legislature resumes tomorrow. A new speaker will be elected and the throne speech will be delivered, laying out the government's priorities. Premier Scott Moe's Saskatchewan party won last month's election. NDP leader Carla Beck says her party's first order of business will be to push the government to pause the gasoline tax of 15 cents a litre. The southwestern United States is bracing for another round of winter weather. Rich Otto at the U.S. National Weather Service says more rain and snow are expected from the system that's already drenched parts of California.
That precipitation extending eastward and inland as we go into the early part of this week. Likely some heavy snowfall for the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada into portions of Utah and Colorado. Where some of the snowfall totals through Wednesday could be on the order of 1 to 3 feet, locally higher.
Meantime, thousands of people are still without power in the Seattle area after a bomb cyclone storm hit the west coast, including BC, last week. And Chuck Woolery has died at the age of 83.
We'll do it in 2 and 2.
Chuck Woolery was known for hosting the TV shows Love Connection and Scrabble, as well as Lingo and Greed. He was the original host of Wheel of Fortune until he demanded a pay raise and was replaced by Pat Sajak. Woolery was inducted into the American TV Game Show Hall of Fame in 2007. He had a short-lived talk show in 1991. After his TV career ended, Woolery co-founded the right-leaning podcast Blunt Force Truth in 2014. Woolery once told the New York Times he was a gun rights activist who hid his politics in Hollywood for fear of retribution. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Spencer Schrader drilled a 31-yard field goal as time expired to give the Kansas City Chiefs a 30-27 win over the Carolina Panthers in the NFL today. Here's the call on 106.5 The Wolf as Schrader split the uprights.
Winchester will snap. Will Carolina call timeout? Placement is down. Schrader's kick is up. Schrader's kick is good! 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 Spencer Schrader on a 31-yard field goal, and the Chiefs walk it off with the field goal, winning 30-27 to get their 10th victory of the 2024 campaign.
The Toronto Maple Leafs welcome the Utah Hockey Club tonight at Scotiabank Arena in the NHL's lone game. That game is just getting underway. And in the NBA, the Toronto Raptors take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.